I recently started my day sitting at my computer, and I knew I was supposed to open my email, but I just couldn't get myself to open the email. I just couldn't. The anxiety that hit me of all the things that were going to come at me, more requests to show up for people, people wanting some kind of money from me, or just things that hadn't gotten done. Maybe one of my team members hadn't followed up on something and somebody was trying to get a hold of me to see why. Or maybe it was just somebody new proposing a new project for me to be involved in, or somebody wanting me to sponsor their nonprofit or something. The overwhelming feeling I got from how many people needed or wanted something from me just made me feel frozen. So I found something else to do instead of opening my email. I froze and I found some distractions. Well, as the day went by, getting ready to be done with my day, and that guilt just started tugging at me. You still haven't checked your email, Evelyn. You got to check it. Got to stop running away. So I opened my email, and sure enough, it was exactly what I thought. Maybe there was a bill due, but just a reminder, your American Express payment is due in 5 days, or even a receipt for a bill that was due, and then requests to speak, or just all these things. But there was one thing that really caught my eye. I was asked to collaborate in a book that's coming out, and it's actually part 2 of another book I was published in, Win the War in Wellness, and I am a co-author in this book, and the part 2 of that book is coming out. And I know I have a deadline coming. The deadline is coming really soon. So the main author of the book, Peggy Williams, reached out to me. Hey, Evelyn, we're still waiting on your story. Are you okay? What's going on? Last time I turned in my story plenty of time and I did my part, but this time I was frozen. I'm just frozen. So when I saw Peggy's name across my, and she'll appreciate this, across my email, I was just like, oh, I know she's waiting for me. I know she needs this. And I know I have to get this done. But this anxiety I cannot explain over performing was making me freeze. And I got writer's block. I can't perform. And here I am. I've got a week left for the deadline, and I haven't even turned in my rough draft. So I got this feeling. Maybe this is what I should be writing about. Maybe this is the story I need to tell. Maybe this is what I need to start talking more about. And ironically, I messaged Peggy and said, Peggy, I'm sorry. I know I haven't responded the way I'm supposed to. I know I haven't given you anything, but I was just honest with her and just said, I'm kind of frozen right now. I just feel so overwhelmed. I am going through another transition. And when you're going through these life transitions, it's like you're shedding an old part of you and this new part is emerging. And I have so many amazing opportunities. I have a book that's coming out soon. I've just got all these things and so many people asking me to speak, and I've had to start saying no to a lot of things, and that's really, really not easy. I'm transforming into this new place in my life, and it really got me thinking. And so I was honest with Peggy, and ironically, she emails me back and says, Evelyn, this is your story. Why don't you tell people what you're struggling with right now in real time? It doesn't have to be something in your past. This is part of the human journey. So I had already felt like that, and the story already started taking place in my mind, right? Like these things had already, because I had this feeling like, this is what I need to be writing about. This is it. The real life, feeling like you're drowning story. And it really got me thinking. And as I was writing the story, now it just flowed because this is what I'm living, right? And I realized, is there a cost to success? Because now I am the expert, right? And I'm the person everybody comes to when they're struggling with this stuff. I'm the person that even people outside of childcare, I am an expert in the childcare business space, but now I have people from all different industries coming to me, asking me to speak on their podcasts, come speak on their stages, help them with this problem, help them start a business. I have so many people coming to me with new business ideas and wanting me here and wanting me there. And I am the one that people come to for answers, but I don't have the answers for my own life, for my own business, to the point that I dread opening my email box. And as I was writing this story, it really helped me flush some things out. And I realized that, yes, we dream of getting to a place in life. And so many people message me and email me all the time saying, wow, how did you do it? You overcame so much, and look at what you've done with your life. And it's amazing what you've done. And yes, I did. I was once a failing business owner. I was also, before that, I was a young girl who had this fantasy life built for myself of what it's going to be like to be a business owner and an entrepreneur, and how wonderful and fun and easy it was going to be. And then reality hit hard. Reality hit me hard. And I ended up passing out in line in Walmart. I ended up passing out in a drive-thru at Starbucks. I was so exhausted and burnt out. And then I kind of went the opposite way, where I just wanted to quit, lost all hope, wanted to quit. But I knew there had to be a better way. And I knew I could become the expert. So I hired experts to teach me. I took every course I could. I read so many books. I hired people to just come alongside me, pick me back up. And then I became the expert that people hire. And here I was, living my dream, right? I became what I wanted to be. But then I found those familiar feelings coming on that I had felt so many years before, of that exhaustion, that burnout, that wondering, is it worth it? And what I realized is I had created this image of what it meant to be the person that everybody comes to. I have to have all the answers. Things never go wrong. The money just flows in all the time, right? And we don't, those experts out there, we don't get any hardship, and our staff always gets along and things always fall into place. But now I'm looking at things and I'm losing staff and money is getting tight. And I'm just like, what the heck happened? What's going on here? This isn't supposed to happen to the expert. This isn't supposed to happen to the person everybody comes to for answers. And I'm frozen. I'm frozen. And what I realized is I'm not the type of people I thought I was, because those type of people don't exist. Life is life. We all hit barriers. It's how we get through them that's important. It's how I choose to approach them. I do know that money is fluid. It's like a river. It comes and it goes, and there's more than enough out there. And I know that I'll always be okay in my businesses. That's something I just know. I know for sure. I know what to do. So even though I might hit a snag here and there, and even though somebody, I don't know, may try and come after me for something, I know that I'm going to be okay, because there's more than enough, and I know how to make money. And I am the expert. But it doesn't mean that I don't struggle. It doesn't mean that every now and then it gets hard. It does. The difference is I know how to persevere. And I also know when it's time to pull back. I know when that familiar feeling of exhaustion starts, and that familiar dread of seeing my email, that means it's time for me to pull back. It means for me to start saying no a lot more. It means I don't have to donate to every cause that comes my way as much as my heart wants to. It does, trust me. I could put myself into bankruptcy, by pouring into so many people and donating to so many causes. It kills me not being able to help every single person on this planet that needs help. But I also know that I have to take care of me now. The me of how many years ago that passed out at Walmart did not know that. So I ended up passing out in line at Walmart from exhaustion because that me did not know what the me of today knows. That I have to take care of me in order to take care of all the staffs that need me. And that I could be the best boss in the world, and there's still staff that's going to leave. There's still people who aren't going to get it. And by doing what is best for my companies, I am going to make people angry, and I'm going to hurt feelings, and people are going to disagree with me, and they're going to think I'm wrong, and they're going to think that they are the best thing that ever happened to me, and that I am going to suffer without them. And I need to be okay with that. And I am. And that's the difference. I can do the hard things now. And they never feel easier. Well, that's really not, they do. It's not as hard, but they're still hard. It's still hard, you guys. It doesn't change. Like, hard stuff doesn't go away. Life doesn't become easy. The difference is that I know I am doing what's right. And even when I make a mistake, which I do a lot, I know I need to stand up, take accountability, and fix it. I can't let my ego get in the way. I can't let my pride get in the way. And I can't hold on to the mistakes, even when that means somebody I hired that I had so much hope for that became a friend. Sometimes I have to let them go too. And it is so hard. Sometimes we make mistakes on financial gambles. I may decide to put advertising into the wrong program, and that advertising budget is now gone. There's a lot of different things we do. But what really makes me the expert is that I'm willing to make those mistakes, and I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to try another, and I'm going to try another until I get it right. That is what makes me the expert. And then when I figure it out, I'm going to come to you and teach you how to do it right. I'm willing to just, it's kind of like that dress rehearsal over and over and over and over again. When Thomas Edison was asked why he tried so many times to create the light bulb after, I think it was, gosh, I can't even remember, 3,000 fails. And that was Stephen King, I think. So his was about 1,000 fails. What the things he answered was, I didn't fail. Those were just attempts in getting it right. He attempted 1,000 different times to get it right. I brought up Stephen King. Stephen King submitted his transcripts to be published over 3,000 times before he got his first yes. He was rejected 3,000 times. Stephen King, one of the most successful authors of our lifetime. And he was told no, but he didn't give up. That is what makes somebody the expert. Today, anybody would tell you he is the expert as an author. But he was rejected 3,000 times. Being successful and achieving that place where people do look up to you and they come to you for answers, it doesn't mean you have all the answers all the time. It doesn't mean that you always get it right or that everything just flows beautifully. And it doesn't happen easily. It's usually a lot of trial and error and falling down, but being willing to get back up that gets you there. That's what makes us where we are. So I struggle with imposter syndrome sometimes. I look at it like, why? Well, look at what's happening right now, right? I'm tired to the point that I don't even want to open my email. But that doesn't discount all of that I have achieved. And some of it is actually a good thing. Part of the reason I don't want to open my email is because I have to tell people no because I have so many opportunities coming my way, right? That is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing to have to be able to say no to people because I'm being asked for too much. But it's my ability to be able to say no now also that does make me the credible expert that people see me as. So just know it doesn't matter where you are, if you're first starting or if you're 20 years in, or if you're the person people come to for answers. You don't always have to have the answers. And your path isn't always going to look perfect. I never want to be that business coach or that mentor who people think everything just happens perfectly, that I get it right all the time, because I don't. I am just as human as you do. The only difference between me and you is that I've had many other attempts at learning. That's it. So if any of you are out there are just down in the dumps about what's happening, or you feel like you're just not enough, know that really none of us are. But that's why we just keep working and keep working and keep working, right? And that is what makes us enough. It's the fact that we have the perseverance to keep going. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And if you're ready to get your voice out, if you have a message like this that I bring to you every week, join me. I'm doing a free mini course on the true value of your voice, just to help more people get their voice heard and get themselves on a platform out there. I'm teaching people really how to get on stages and how to get paid to speak. So message me, send me an email, or look me up on Facebook and let me know that you are ready to get your voice heard and to sign up for the true value of your voice. I will also put in the show notes where you can click to register for the free course that I have. And please, again, as always, please like and subscribe and leave me a review. That is what I appreciate the most, and how you can give back to me for pouring into you every week. Have a wonderful week, everybody.